They carry masquerade there. Good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. I think I will start this briefing with on a sad note. I remember, on behalf of the party, the demise of our brother and friend and colleague, Dr. Leon Osigbe. And I think this is the first time we're meeting formally on that, even though I've had interaction with the leadership of the corps. And I think it would be proper here that we remember him and pray for his family and for the repose of his soul. He would have been here, but those are the realities of life. So, Mr. Chairman, sir, would I call for indulgence of members here to have a 1 minute silence in his memory. May the soul of our brother, Dr. Leon Osigbe, rest in perfect peace. Good afternoon, gentlemen, once again, and appreciate your time. And to, as always, like we have always promised to be with you, to have interactive sessions and have conversations relating to our party, to our country, but today, it's going to be majorly on our party and to give you an update. And that's what I promised, and that's what we've been doing. So we're going to do that today. So majorly is to have this conversation around the People's Democratic Party and give you an update of what we have done in the past since the last National Executive Committee meeting, which is the 101 meeting, and to update you on that as we proceed towards our National Elective Convention holding in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The next NEC, which has a series of meetings and processes that leading up to the National Convention, will be holding on the 25th of August, 2025, which is about a week and a half from today. The NEC of the 25th of August, which is the next week, Monday, and thereabout, will be receiving briefing and update from the two committees already set up by the party. One, the zoning committee, and of course, the National Convention Organizing Committee. These two committees have started work behind the scene, but again, in line with all part of our own process to keep all our affairs public, there will be a formal inauguration tomorrow. They're already working. The zoning committee and the convention committee has been working underground, consulting, and then making all necessary arrangements towards a successful National Convention. So the next meeting of the 25th will be receiving reports and updates from these two committees. On the National Convention Organizing Committee, the main committee, because when we have National Convention, there are several things, logistics, accommodation, security, venue, so many subcommittees. But there's a main committee. That main committee has been populated. It's largely statutory governors, former governors, NWC members, and so that again has been concluded, and what we're doing right now is that we're populating with consultation with all the various organs of the party and the state chapters and zonal chapters on the population of those various subcommittees. There are a whole lot of them. I can't list them, maybe there's so many of those, not less than 10 or 15 of such, to ensure that we have a national convention that is seamless, that is successful, and so we have enough time to plan. You will recall that that meeting, that the national convention, has been scheduled for Ibadan, Oyo State capital, for the 15th and 16th of November 2025. From our feelers, because what we try to do is to get feedback from our members across the country. The reception of the decision of NEC at the 101 meeting, wherein Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, was designated and chosen and affirmed to be the venue to host the convention. The feedback we're getting is that there's enthusiasm in the country. People are excited about it, and understandably so, because of the importance of the Southwest and the political development of this country. Some of the very outstanding parties in this country in terms of organization, in terms of policies and programs, was the Action Congress that was formed in the Southwest in 1951. So the Southwest has always been the hub, the bastion of democratic development. So members are excited that for the first time, the PDP, which arguably is the best democratic party in the country today, that has been here, maintaining its integrity, maintaining its character, maintaining its policies, maintaining the constitution, maintaining the logo, and of course the name, since 1999. So the members are excited to see that being hosted, that the National Convention is being hosted by the Southwest. And so we're working with our people to find out that when we take a decision as NEC, we find the feelers of our members across the country. Delegates, stakeholders, members across the country, and I'm sure from your reporting that and some analysis on TV, people are coming out and they're speaking and they're looking forward to that. One, because of the nostalgia of the fact that PDP is going to Southwest. Secondly, because of the history of the Southwest political development in this country. So there's excitement there. So our members are upbeat, they are eager, and they are waiting eagerly for that convention to hold at Ibadan. And we feel it because we get the feedback report on a daily basis, and it's exciting. We are proud and we're happy that the neck of this party has found it and found Ibadan and Oyo State and the Southwest worthy of hosting a very important event in the calendar of the party. We can affirm here, and through you to the world and to our members across the country, that we're set and all arrangements for this a successful and seamless convention have been concluded. And what I'm referring to is really to the venue itself, where we're going to hold it in Ibadan, the accommodation, the logistics, the transportation, security arrangement, and the hospitality that the members would get to have in Ibadan. So there are reception committees, there are cultural displays, all of this. They're working seamlessly, and we're happy with the report we're getting and the update as of today. In furtherance of this enthusiasm, the reports we're getting, that members are excited. People are making arrangements already. Transportation arrangements. Some people in terms of logistics, in terms of accommodation, and that is so exciting that we're looking forward to a very successful convention. More so now in the recent past that our party is now positioned to stand together as a family, recalibrated, getting together, having common purpose, one to defend democracy in this country, one to tell other political parties that claim to be political parties how to do it. Because this is a party that has a culture, that has a tradition, that has a process, and above all, that have capacity in trying times to rise above challenges to come together. So here we are, set for the National Convention on the 15th and 16th of November 2025 at Oyo State in Ibadan in particular, where all of this celebration, because we'll be celebrating our party in Ibadan. In addition to this enthusiasm that has been expressed by our members, the reports we're getting from Ibadan as a host city is so that the city is ready. They are waiting at different levels because, again, to complement this, the Oyo State government, as a host government, have set up their own local organizing committees that interface with us to ensure that all these arrangements are seamless, that we have a wonderful celebration of a political party and democracy at work, where we will get in and again elect in a free and fair process new set of managers for the party in the next 4 years. Now, it's important now that we haven't gotten this far with our arrangement, to which today we can say is outstanding, and we're satisfied, very satisfied from the National Working Committee and at the headquarters of the party. We're excited with the arrangement, both at the national level and, of course, complementarily from the Oyo State government and the people and members of our party in Oyo State, and, of course, as a counterpart from the other members across the country who are excited about it. Now, the state of our party is important. And I think, again, like I always try to do, to intimate you, and so through you, the whole world can get to know what we're doing. I can announce to you that our party is strong, is stable, and like I referenced earlier, we weathered the storm. Because the PDP has what I call the internal conflict resolution mechanism. Sometimes we don't even call it conflicts. We call it challenges resolution mechanism. There were challenges to us. We had issues. We can't pretend not to. And that's why this party is different. This party is People's Democratic Party. And I'll repeat this again. This party is based on people. It is not a Congress. When you have a Congress, Congress takes care of its own and its own leadership. The People's Democratic Party takes care of the people. That's why Nigerians continue to still remember the 16 years which have been referred with nostalgia as golden years of politics and performance in this country. When it was possible for people to plan even as a business, when it was possible to have a budget, and then you can say, yes, reasonably with all the variables, yes, I can meet the budget. When it was possible for people to have what we call the pursuit of happiness, those are the nostalgic years of the PDP. And so Nigerians are looking forward to that. So we've come together, we're together, knowing fully well that the Nigerian people are looking forward to us, having regards to our records, having regards to what we've done before, and what our governors are doing today, from Taraba State, to Bauchi State, to Zamfara State, to Plateau State, to Bayelsa State, to Osun State, to Oyo State. All these states that are governors of PDP, these are oases of development centers in this country. From Oyo State, that have even, not only have they done exceedingly well, they've attracted interest from foreign countries. You recall the president of Sierra Leone, or Senegal, was here a few months ago to find out what a subnational government in this country, namely Oyo State, is doing in the areas of agriculture, namely the Fashola farms. About a month ago, the Taraba State government had an international conference of investors all over the world. These are policies that changes the life of people. It's good to construct bridges, but it's more important to have people that will ride on those bridges. So our people, our governors have what we call integrated development that takes care of every sector, from agriculture to education to infrastructure and road construction to education to health services. That's what we call project development. And so we are set for that, and we're ready. You recall about a week ago, because of the challenges I referenced earlier, we as a party haven't done the necessary calibration, haven't done the necessary interface, haven't done the necessary conversation, and try to do reconciliation at different levels. We set up several committees, different level, interface, some direct, some indirect, and then we thought, yes, we're at a point where we can say, yes, we can understand where we are now as a party that has a constitution to which every member has subscribed to be member and to abide by those, because we all swear and swore at the time of taking membership of the party to obey and abide by the provisions of the constitution. So we try to let our people know that, yes, we've had a conversation, we have discussed, we've said, okay, yes, we were wrong somewhere, we should have done this, we should have done this differently, and we said we must reconcile. And we now, at those levels, recognize that the primary purpose of a political party is to ensure that it can improve the life of the citizens. And so we now put the interests of the Nigerian people above ourselves. And we're saying, then if we have, then as a political party, we must go back to our constitution. And so the NWC, after so much review of all these issues I've mentioned, decided to issue that reprimand, which of course you all reported, and I want to thank you for helping us pass our message across the world and to our members across the country. We issued the reprimand, which is in line with Section 59 of our Constitution, that talks about when there are infractions, what steps you should take as a party. We don't just go for the big stick. We go for conversation and having this level of, hey, yes, this is not okay, we should do it differently. So we've gone past that level. And so there was a reprimand to say to people that anti-party activity, by whatever name, shape, or size, or whatever, no longer going to be condoned. And we were very serious about that. We are. And the feedback we're getting that members are beginning to, it was well received. They said, okay, yeah, we've gone through these challenges, but again, we need to come together, not just for our party, but for the interest of democracy, and to ensure that we don't go into a one-party state. And then we can then begin to engage the government that has failed Nigerians so badly, because each time we've been deflecting, we've been so distracted that the APC government is probably getting away with murder, where they will wake up and borrow money, and nobody talks about it. So because we had those challenges. Now that we're gone past that, it was necessary to remind ourselves as members to say, yeah, we have constitution, we need to live by that constitution. And so we intend to do that, and we are going to do that. And so that reprimand has been, and that was the first level in the order of procedure to allow for people to be reminded that you have a duty as a party member to obey the Constitution and abide by its provisions. And so that's what we have done in the last minute. So In that statement, we have said and indicated that there are other series of actions that can take place in the event that people will decide to disobey those provisions, that of course other actions can follow. And there are several of such. Part of that is reprimand, some of them is censure, some of them is suspension, some of them will be expulsion, depending on the category. But it's a zero tolerance for anti-party activity in the party. But again, our focus now, having achieved this level of stability, is to go ahead and have a convention that will be an example for others, these congresses that are not political parties. Perhaps they can have something to share from that. Our party is very focused, and this is important, in unseating the APC in 2027. And that process has started. And that started with the kind of the successful NEC meeting. You saw it was actually like a carnival, well attended by all members, leaders across the country. And so we are doing well on that. We're focused on that. Because, like I referenced earlier, Nigerians continue to remember with nostalgia the golden years of democracy and democratic government in Nigeria. And so the PDP continue to be a source for the Nigerian people because they're looking for they've been here 16 years. We know and we experience this government. So Nigerians look at us as that's why Nigerians are, every time, they're kind of agitated when we have those serious challenges. Now that we're weathering that off, we're set, we're ready, we're going to our national convention to get new managers of the party who will continue to run the affairs of the party, getting ready for 27. We know that with APC and their failures, the next natural alternative is the PDP. This is the only party in this country that in every unit, the whole of the country, there's no unit you go into, you won't find at least 10 members of the PDP. That tells you that our strength is in the people, which is the grassroots. And so we are ready for our national convention. Party remains a rallying point for Nigerians. That's why you find the interest in our party, because they know that here there are people, there's democracy, it's not a direction, and when we have issues, we discuss them openly and we confront them. Unlike the other ones that have peace, which is the peace of the graveyard, we have weathered our storm. We're coming out stronger than we ever imagined, and we're focused on the elections coming in after a national convention into 2027. So I can say to you, gentlemen, you're welcome to Ibadan. Thank you very much for listening.